I dedicate this poem to Chrissy Stuckelty. It's a spoken word, and it's called What Will You Say? When I was little, I used to sit by the window and watch the world go by. In my own mind did the world go by, because time flew, yes, time flies, and it carries us all to the day we're 6 feet deep with services by graveside, and all we ever really want is for it to be a great ride. So I used to sit in the back seat on the driver's side, passing time, and I watch every single car that passes by, or at least I try. And at 10 years old, all I can think is I wonder where they're going to go on the day they die. And still to this day, I look out my window. And sometimes I roll it down and I let the wind blow. And I close my eyes and I listen to the sound of travelers traveling by with the sun on my face as it illuminates the sky. And I can still hear the sweet voice of my mom from those long Sunday drives. And she says, "Son, you can be anything that you want to be. And if you're up to be, I make you believe that God's plans for you aren't make-believe, they're reality. And Mom, I've been out here living those dreams, and I hope you're proud of me. Because you taught me what it's like to live life powerfully. You showed me what it's like to silence the voices of those who say life is only a pursuit of the salary. What a travesty. To live for money, it's a tragedy. So to be rich with no faith, forget it, because few broke is what I'd rather be. Because if money talks, I don't want it to talk to me. Because I'd rather be a poor man stuck in poverty than to be a slave to paper, refusing to trust in God's sovereignty." At 10 years old, I was inspired. I was inspired to live a life that inspires others to take off their flat tires and travel freely down the highway, like I don't care what Satan tells me. Not one single thing is going to stand in my way. Because I'd rather be out here being made fun of for Jesus than be forgotten in my driveway. And let's be real, man. So many of us do. And we waste opportunities to get out there and spread truth. And we wake up at 85, say, "What happened to my youth? I never put it to use." Christians are afraid to let their voice be heard. Even more afraid of letting God's voice be heard through them, not realizing that the life is on display and it's a show for all to see, like Truman, and the dead men around them by the power of the testimony can become new men. But we make excuses as to why we don't live sold out like, "Yo, man, I'm just human." Yes, you are, but God isn't. And when he hung on the cross and said it is finished, he gave you a blank page and pen and said, "Here, write the first and last sentence. It's a war. Are you going to sit on the sidelines or get up and get in this?" Because it's a fight, man. Every day it's a battle for what's right. It's a fight for your life. And so often the wrong feels so right. But I read the last page of the Bible. Believe me, it's going to be all right. But he totally comes like a thief in the night. I'm going to live this life like every day is a gift from God. Because every day is a gift from God. And God didn't give us this gift. So we'll be wallowing, set and drift in the sea of selflessness. Like, what can I achieve and how much can I get? So we buy into this American dream. But really, it's just an American scheme. A suicidal society where we scorn the Tim Tebows but celebrate the Charlie Sheens. And we wonder why we're losing the teens. And we wonder what it all means. It means that sin is on the rise. You bought into its lies. Thank God, Jesus is still in the business of saving lives. And he can save yours just like he saved mine. And because he did, I don't have to focus on who I was or what I did, because Jesus forgave. Yes, Jesus forgives. Not so we would drive through this life looking at the rear view, at the old you, because Jesus doesn't say "I told you." He only says "I love you." 3 nails and 2 wooden beams. Believe me, man, he loves you. And his promises are true. And the Bible is truth. And liberal professors who bash it are fools. But God still loves fools. And I'm really no better than them. I'm just a messed up girl who struggles with sin. But I'm not about to deny my Creator to get an A on a paper, because one day my name will be written on a different piece of paper, whether it's soon or whether it's later, and someone in a suit and tie will stand on the stage as my loved ones cry, and they'll say the year I was born and the year that I died. And when they call my name, I'll be far above the fray in a place far away, all because I chose Jesus over this. Because I didn't want to settle with my Savior like Judas with a wink and a kiss. You can't pump the brakes on life's highway. You can't go back and you can't go sideways. And if I had it my way, I'll go back to the 10-year-old me and I'd say, "Amber, don't waste one opportunity to pray. Be different from this world and stand out in every way. Because we're all just traveling to our graves. And when you stand before Jesus, what will you say?"